say they do video shoot. Okay. For one corner, then I go there, I go see but don't know you go there. Don't be losing a beach. Okay. Why enter beach? So my boys say they meditate that place. They start there. Right now, only me come up from my house. Okay. Now only me come up from my house. Nobody follow me. Only me inside my car. Okay. So as I reach the vacancies, they do video. I say I just I just go to that say come on here, we don't give me my money. Now it's like I just work with sunlight. Don't pass on this thing like that. And after that, wait, so for that video, before you talk say you can the video just come, the person they record. You just got to support us.
Anything for your boy.
Nobody touch him before. Nobody touch him. Who be your business?
Anything for me.
Okay, we thank God since like that they are alive. But they're cool. She been a nice second. Yes. They say they beat her. They're cool.
Anything for me.
That makes sense. I never I know but I don't lie. Now I think that first the club. What's happened for the club? When I vibe, you are no, me and I take club. Now I said no see them. As we come out, now in the enter. Now they go down. I mean we just come out. So now I don't enter car. As I want to enter my car, now I see my friend and my friend in fight. And no be my friend now. Somebody was there to fight. You know the person. I know the person. Say you owe me money, no pay me balance. I don't send you. I don't send you 900. They say something for themselves. So I come to say, now two of them I know. So why now two of you fight now? I'm passing a day. Wait, but by this time, Mohbad they owe you too. Yeah, now you owe me now. But this particular night, you know tell and say you self you don't know you must pay me too. No say plenty. Now club we did. Okay. And we did all of us they go. Down for club like that. Okay. So you want to talk?
Good evening, sir.
Never been a time where we say you touch Mohbad. I never touched Mohbad in my life. Say I want to that no. Okay, but against one thing where they talk, they say Mohbad bin write petition one time against you, or be something like that. Say Mohbad don't cry before. Say you in particular, them say I never watch video where Mohbad say, but they say story walk around that time. Them say Mohbad bin write petition, say una dey bully am. Especially you. Was there a time when police call you say Samnari? Yeah, police invite me and I go for the medication. Waiting they pay 15 million for the issue. Say you should have the person. Say I believe you don't say me that and many lies on that. Now make me write counter petition. Okay. As you write counter petition, Mohbad come. You no come. They call and you no come. But that one thing no say a lie now when you don't die. I said, maybe I write you did there. Wait, this camera where they talk. This petition when you write, was it after the day of the video shoot or before the video shoot? After the day of the video shoot. So you still write again, say they beat up for club. Maybe it's not lie, nobody touch out for club. Even when it comes down, just say, Fire or Sabla, everything is guy. You know, mention I just say, Sabla, God do. But everybody needs to say, be here now because me, I be Baba now. You be Baba. I be Baba now. He already got it done. I don't know. I don't know if I will say everything they support me. I don't know what they are doing. But I just carry out, come out there. Mohbad put down. Somebody don't decide to this matter. I don't consider it. And everything. We get one boy. DJ Bounce. As Mohbad talks here, everything is up. Now that one break out to. As it break out to. Me, I can't shout. Mohbad, you get yourself. Waiting, you don't share. Yeah, Bounce carry out. Now that one I push you.
Say why you go bring us?
Okay, so I want to ask you a question. Why you say Zlatan when that problem dey happen? If you know say wetin dey talk na true, why Zlatan during that period? Why Zlatan no come outside say Sam Larry no beat this guy? Or why be say na only una dey talk say una no touch am? Zlatan na witness. Why you fit say Zlatan no talk?
I don't know. Zlatan na really Zlatan wey I call say Zlatan. Why you no fit talk say I don't touch this boy? I don't touch this boy. He say if you talk say he go comot blood for him mama, him papa tell am say he go comot blood for mouth. I say why Zlatan? Why you dey do me like this? Come out, tell them say I don't touch this boy. Since I me help myself for here.
How you take it then?
Na me settle all the una casa be there. You know say all this money there. I don't know wetin maybe they pay or maybe they don't pay. So that video where I enter Zlatan block me. We enter beach together after this 9 seconds video. Maybe I don't know anything. Zlatan just tell us sometimes you pass all this thing. Now he make me and Zlatan and everybody enter the beach go.
After that 9-second video, all of them go where they sell amala. Mohbad can say he won't go out. But he no eat amala with you.
No.
Only you and Zlatan.
Now only me and Zlatan go inside.
So that means Zlatan day for that place.
Till
Mohbad
2 hours.
Yes, Mohbad go.
Yes, now.
So that means Zlatan know everything where happen.
Wait, they still block Zlatan motor. Mohbad motor. Now one way he pass. I got that. Zlatan got tell me say I'm like the block Mohbad motor. I say no. Now one way Mohbad pass. Say now one way. No say beach. One way dey right.
Yes.
Say now one way pass. No be say they block am.
So you can't go outside. I mean you just there or you call people make they leave am.
No, I rush. We never too long. I just rush back. Say say they don't block am. We just enter beach.
So rumor they say, I don't know if you know this one. Although you they tag you with say that you bully am. I guess based on the video where they see. That is what they said based on the video. But like you said, the only person where if you told the truth of that video now is Zlatan. And I don't know why Zlatan don't want to talk. I be una threaten am.
Waiting why at your tent.
Zlatan too big for una to threaten just in case. So Zlatan no be person wey go say they fit threaten when no fit talk. Do you understand? So again, now move. When you did,
I don't understand. Zlatan too big for now.
No, Zlatan too big when no fit talk when anything happens to them now. You don't understand?
I don't Zlatan too big as
no, I don't mean say big, but I mean say him big when don't talk.
I don't understand.
Anyways, you feel say Zlatan and Naira get problem?
No.
You sure?
Planning a budget-friendly getaway to London? Your trip just got easier.
You sure? Because why
I don't know for Zlatan.
Okay.
Now I don't get problem.
Because if something like that happens to a friend, because everybody feels says Zlatan,
You don't hear me talk. I say make him talk. He say if he talk, he go comot blood
for a mouth.
for him mouth.
He do juju.
I don't know. I get everything. Everything there on record.
Okay, I got another question. Now, the day when you get one thing where happened during that time of Mohbad, you get one voice record.
Look at you know say the boy wey die Mohbad. He say na Zlatan be the eyewitness for police station. Okay, for that petition he die. Okay, me I come counter petition against that petition say na Zlatan go be your own eyewitness. Make I ask Zlatan say I don't fit talk too much. He say make I ask anything wey you ask me. Ask Zlatan.
So as Zlatan still no gree talk, they invite him, he go
now, he go police station.
So in
for the beach. I don't talk about the club.
Okay, so that time when we say, first of all, when Mohbad die, where you dey?
I dey Dubai.
Where the Ramali dey?
That was the I realize Amsterdam.
Like
Innocent dey Amsterdam.
Okay, most skip where dem dey. We'll come back to wetin come happen after when una come back. No question to answer.
That video don't play that.
make that video.
Yeah, now I still get.
That means you don't tell me they enter police case now. This one is the sales station settlement.
No, you know, say as the king of settlement, you know, understand, say, but he said swear. All boys will just call me king of settlement. That's KOS. King of settlement. If they don't call me like that, I'll just say all station settlement. Okay, so as a normal play, I will give you the video now for that video.
Make a pass. You will show me. I will show you now. Find out. I will play out for this video, but more continue so that this one don't go distract.
So I get anything where I talk, I get the video for you.
Now, so in a nutshell, you the claim now say you don't bully Mohbad.
You don't bully.
But if you say Mohbad fights with any other person apart from you, you get problem with another group of people apart from you.
I'm not there.
How much be the money when you say you give Mohbad or you say Mohbad for waiting?
Now for saving complain my birthday. Be like say Mohbad now 4, me at 7, January 7.
It's not fault.
So now I don't travel like that. We just come and say, as I'm like, we could do this thing now. Say, as I do, say, we can do so far. Okay, no problem. Because I can't number, you understand that.
Now I get one question for you.
And I get proof of it.
I don't know whether you will feel answer or maybe the naira. If Mohbad they earn money, first of all, Mohbad they do drugs. If you don't know, don't say you don't know. If you know, just say you know. Why are they asking that? Because with the way they are the flex, Zeno the flex. Is it that him you know they get money for the record label?
You get money, who tells you about the money?
So why can't they hold people up and down?
I don't know. When they ask you,
If they take drugs,
I don't feel talk down in Balaba.
Okay, so this question shall not be for you. Maybe anytime I say Naira, now I will ask Naira. But for you, now majorly on the bullying because everybody say you know your name for internet now.
About the Banga. Now the Banga don't be there.
They cost you well.
They don't cost me.
You get when you cook.
When you buy artists, you see what something what to give me not to love or owó bá mi ò gbọ́ kankan mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ owó ló bá mi na money matter. 9% will be right. I be doing from morning to night, nothing concern me. Okay, I don't see anything. If you carry money, talk about money, we could slow like this. Talk about money, Naira go here.
This question, I don't know, let's say this one and Naira I go ask. But I feel ask you too because you live close to Naira. Make I ask you.
I beg, no ask me too much question.
You go give me.
I don't keep.
No mind me, but you know something else today. I will ask you, did you miss Mohbad?
Yeah, Mohbad is a good guy. I like him.
I mean, you feel
even all these people where they shout Mohbad, when Mohbad release any song, I mean this thing, they don't really push out move. Now they push out, especially B, and put out for head like this. Anywhere we are. Kenya or Dubai, you are the carry Mohbad go. Look at carry and go again.
Who be your witness for all these things?
Even your wife no. Even that SI, that Mohbad manager. You get one time when you say that time that night they release Mohbad because he get flight in the morning. I come back say we don't pay for all for Dubai. If people don't buy ticket, we don't pay all. I say Mohbad, we don't collect apartments. Even that time, simple like day with me. But to buy the apartment where you collect for Mohbad self, the long gone, when you say the clean price gone. I say Mohbad go enter place, say you go jump for plane, you go jump there. I don't buy pay for show, pay for all, pay for everything now. Why you do like this Mohbad? I say go. I say make I do ticket for your wife. He say make I do. Like that. These are for your wife. I do ticket for him, for your marriage. For our side, buy visa, I do this, I do ticket, collect apartment, they don't come. That money just now. That thing,
okay, now that one I make you the tossing the whole you.
That thing really come. But I like Mohbad, I don't feel like for you. That thing they tell me for Dubai self. I don't care around when he die now. When they talk talk say you're the bank of 72 hours, 42 hours, 72 hours, 42 hours, 42 hours. Why you don't call the person in the house?
No, it's not for the person for who buy the boy. We all know say person when gets
why they call this?
But the bully make me play. No be who kill her.
Why you know say you self talk say I bully am?
Because of the video I say that.
Because of the video.
Although I know wait, you go first. First. That video when I just come, na whole camera boom. Do you understand? Person when gets them will know say why they go rush this boy like this. Although what you talk today makes sense. Say where if una truly beat am, video for video say in get wound una gather and beat am. So for video not today, it means say una no beat. Yes, and again you say you get witness, which is Zlatan. So why Zlatan no talk? That's what I'm really curious about. And if Zlatan is jealous of Ramali and he won't make go down. No. Yeah, it's possible. Say if you jealous of him, I don't know. Because why if you help your friend if you did like that? I don't know. But maybe I will ask Ramali on a God and I go to you that one. But anyway, Sam Larry. They don't name don't cast for Nigeria. I'll tell you that for free. If this interview like may go from 5 billion people, some people don't already get that mentality, and now only and God know at the end of the day. You understand what really happened. So now only God know. But if you say nothing happened, you are your God 90. But may so rest in peace. Thank you very much. Like I said, I know there are videos and I doubt I'll take this down. Very Thank you, my brother. Please. End that video for me.
Wow. Let me trip something in. You see, this guy is said he is the king of settlement of people, but on that voice message, he said, "What he busy, all stations settle. What he busy." So, is it a lot of people that they be killing and they be settled like that? I don't even know, because he said that people calling him a settlement person. Yeah. And on that video, what he said, what he basing all stations settle. But that is, I don't even understand that side.
One thing basing all stations settle. Now, Sammy Larry said that audio is an old audio. Why don't he release it? Why does Very Dark Man too not release it?
I have it. I can play it. I have it. That one said no.
Exactly.
Don't worry.
And he said, wait, don't play it now until the show ended.
Yeah. Well, they didn't play it.
You understand? So now, it is very easy for Sammy Larry to clear his name, right? Just put audio, do everything to clear your name now. You said you are innocent. No wahala. Should they be begging you to bring out things that will clear you, clarify things?
Oh,
wait.
That thing is
what
not
are
clear.
You guys saying now? Eric Reed got this right now. I'm in full support of what Eric Reed said.
He got it right.
Come up. Why are you disagreeing with what Eric Reed said? Don't disagree with what he said. Wait, just wait. I want to hear. Right. Just wait. I want to hear a contrary opinion. K-Crown, why do you disagree with what he's saying? Somebody who disagree, please come up, please. I like to hear from the both sides so that I can be able to have a balance. KG, come up. KGD, whoever, I don't know. How many of you disagree with Eric Reed? Please come up and tell us why. Go on, the prince. They cannot be confident enough to defend what they are saying.
And to me, I don't know the reason. Yeah, see, this is almost 2 years, and I think this is the first time Sam Larry is going to come out and talk about Mohbad,
Okay, please. And this K-Crown is here. Let him clear what he meant by Eric Reed misconstrued.
Okay.
That statement. Okay. Yes. Okay. We need balance. Yeah, what's up, K-Crown? Welcome. By Eric Reed misconstrued the statement.
No, when he said, I think when he said that king of settlement, when he was trying to describe, what Sam Larry meant by king of settlement. So that's why I said he should not misconstrue, his statement about what he meant by king of settlement as he explained in the video. You know, when you're trying to like,
how did he misconstrue?
when somebody,
How did
of course,
Eric
now
misconstrue?
I said let not, he should not. I didn't say he misconstrued. Like he should not. You know, sometimes people have, you know, slangs among themselves. You know, people have slangs. Some of these guys they have slangs. You know, and I think that is how, you know, what me I actually understand. You know, in that context, you know, it's possible that they have slang that they call him and all of those things, and you know, he's the best person that, you know, that knows, you know, why they call him that, and I think he also explained it in a bit.
Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you what Eric Chris said. Maybe you didn't get him very well, but it was a good one for you, know, to like think the way you think. For them to be calling him king of set, wanting basin. Eric Queen now said that now mean that it's long time he's been killing and burying people. Now, what Samilari said, how do you justify what Samilari said with, that is, all stations said to want basin? How do you justify it with what Samilari said in this interview that 2013, because he's king of settlement, because he settled, the case has been settled, or that he has issue? They are talking about the most important thing here that I want you to catch. Wanting basin. Tani won basin. Can you answer that question? Who did they bury? That they buried him or station settled? Who did they bury? That's the right question.
Paparano, I'm trying to be as open-minded as possible. You know, especially hearing from Sam Larry.
Wanting basin means they have buried him.
Okay, now do you agree with me that, you know, when something happens in a country or in a society, especially when people are, you know, influential, do you agree with me that sometimes these people can cut videos just to push a narrative? For instance, I've seen videos of protests, you know, in Nigeria, in some certain states, that it will be circulating on social media, circulating on WhatsApp, but it is not the real protest, you know, that is really happening. You understand? So what I'm just trying to say in essence is that it could be, since he said he has the video where he made that statement, and it could be that maybe, you know, that video was cut to push a kind of narrative that was, you know, that will sink into, you know, the death of Mohbad and something like that. You know, it's possible like that. So either he say one thing basing, maybe one thing basing is inside that same video that he said all stations stated. Nobody knows. You know, so I don't think, for me, I think let them, when he posts the video, then we are going to see maybe those statements are actually, you know, tilting to the death of Mohbad or not, rather than, you know, trying to, like, you know, read meanings into it like that.
Yeah, it's your own opinion. When this thing happened, how could somebody quickly think fast and do that? It is his voice that said it in the midst of people. All stations said to. He knows that it will go like this. It was the day Mohbad was buried. They thought he's buried, and that is all.
Don't forget that the day of the show, somebody even said that night that Sam Larry go do something, go hurt Mohbad or go kill you or whatever. The same day Mohbad was doing a show, somebody from the crowd said something that Sam Larry hurt Mohbad. Put all of those things into consideration.
Barano, I'm Mr. Rick. I see. Like I said, I'm also trying to be very open-minded as possible. You know that these people have a way. Yes. Now, people have a way of, they have certain behaviors. You know, they have certain behaviors, they have certain attitude, you know, characteristics that they know themselves. You know, because they are in a, I don't want to say group, but they just, you know, they hang out, they know themselves. So they know who Sam Larry is. Sometimes I can say, I feel say, if Papa will catch you now, he will kill you. Maybe something happen. I feel say, and somebody do something, Papa, and say, you understand? Not that, you know, let me land, please. So not that you know, maybe it was, I don't know I'm going to put
There's so much noise in your background. There's so much noise in your background. There's so much noise in your background. There's so much noise in your background.
You know, you need to study this interview very well. You need to study the utterances, the body language, and the way the message was delivered. You know, so you have to look it psychologically. You know, don't just see as just normal interview. You know, because nobody expected
Prince,
it,
can
and
I
we
really
think.
say something real quick?
Okay.
Paparano, thank God the guy even confirmed that audio. Firstly, if he had the audio since before the demise of Mohbad, he should have released it just to vindicate himself that was not the timing. And
It's
secondly,
possible. It's a made one. Just like Sam Larry made up a video that Naira Marley made up a video that Mohbad was begging him with Reno Omokri in that interview. So the same thing Sam Larry came to do here. Go on.
yeah, and thank God he said he has the full video. If he had the full video, I don't think he's gonna be holding it with the kind of stuff they go just did that stuff in order to try to wash launder their image. This guy, they need to be arrested. The police failed us. If what's this guy's name? VDM could just do a little interview now, and we've got the Nigerian police force that could not interrogate these guys. I'm sorry, we've lost it in Nigeria.
No, sorry. Okay, let's not go emotional. Thank you very much. We'll come back to our view. Shanta, go on. I'll come back to you later.
Yeah, hi everyone. Paparano, congrats. Sorry. I was supporting a friend. Even though I came as spy, you were doing well, so I just left and went back.
All right.
What I see here is first of all, we can see the body language of Sam Larry is just awkward. Completely awkward, okay? And then from what I see, I'm kind of disappointed with the interview because I felt like Sam Larry was trying to control the direction of the conversation. He was taking over. It was more like he's the one controlling, saying what he wants to say, not what like VDM had in mind to ask him. Okay, he was controlling the conversation in the way he wanted it to go. So for me, that was very, very disappointing. Okay, and he kept dragging on some certain questions.
Who disappointed you, VDM or Sam Larry?
I said that. Let me repeat myself again. I felt like Sam Larry was controlling the interview. Okay, he wasn't giving VDM the time to ask questions and then for him to respond. He was more of like talking a little bit out of context and speaking, taking himself to where he wants to speak.
But but it's it is a job of the interviewer to make himself heard, to put things clear. So you will see the full interview then from VDM.
Yeah, but again, this is it. That's what I picked from Sam Larry. From VDM, I see that there was a little bit of, I don't want to say fear, but there was a little bit of hold back from his end. He was holding back a little bit because he made a statement that I want to ask you a question, and then Sam Larry said, "Don't ask me too many questions." So, and then he said, "Are you going to kill me?" You understand? That came out funny, but for me, that's a message. That's a message there. There's a message there. So I feel like because he has an impression, there's a little bit of a hold back from his end, and I feel like that's why he let that happen. let Sam Larry to go that way he wanted to go. That's how I see it. And then looking at it again, okay, and then he did a lot of lies somewhere in the interview about the money he said Mohbad was owing him. At first, when he went to the police station, when they first went there, when they brought them back from Dubai and Amsterdam where they were, he said the money was for his mom's funeral. Okay, but now in this interview, he's saying something else. That it's his birthday, it's on the 7th, Mohbad is on the food, blah, 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 nonsense. Okay, so for me, that's a lot of controversy there. And then another point that I picked up, that show, that video recording with Zaltan. If you play that video and let us listen to the conversation at the background, you hear a lot of hostility from Sam Larry's voice. Okay, there's a lot of hostility. That doesn't sound like someone, as he claimed that he was on the beach, he was collecting whatever, I don't know, did he say he was collecting taxis or he was making sure everything was, whatever he put it, then he just heard someone telling him that Mohbad was there. He was just coming to, as if he was just coming to say hi to Mohbad. He made it sound that way. And you see boys, he come with the boys, he left his house on his own, there was no one in his car. That still is invalid. Because if he was coming on the beach to carry a mission, or for example, attacking Mohbad, he would not leave his home with the boys. Okay, he can just say, meet me somewhere. Meet me at the beach. Mohbad is there. We are going there. You understand? So for me, that didn't actually make sense, which I feel like VDM would have said more on that. So for me, I think we need to watch that video again and listen to the background noise. And then the fact that Zaltan reacted immediately also makes me feel that Zaltan knows that there's an issue between Sam Larry and Mohbad. Because if you see the speed at which Zlatan left his seat to block Sam Larry from touching Mohbad, you would obviously see that there's a lot of hostility. He knew that something bad was coming. So no one, I don't think that whatever Sam Larry is saying, he can dispute. Okay? And then what I see again, Mohbad cannot write a petition to the police accusing someone. Why Sam Larry? Why not even Naira Marley, who was his former manager? You get me? Why not Sam Larry, who was his former manager, and maybe he had some, I don't know, not still okay with him leaving the record label when his contract wasn't still finished? Why Sam Larry? Why would Mohbad write a petition against you, accusing you of destroying his equipment, and accusing you of threatening him using Legushi and stuff? Why you? And then now Mohbad is claiming that he has a witness who is Zlatan, okay? And then you are going writing a counter petition and still quoting Zlatan. This is what I feel. Everything he said today was about Zlatan. Every question they asked him is pushing it to Zlatan. Zlatan was there. Zlatan knows everything. Zlatan is my witness. I told Zlatan to speak on my behalf. Zlatan said he cannot talk because blood will come out from his nose, his mouth. Bullshit. BS. Okay? So what I see here is he does not have the guts, okay, to come out and he's pushing it to Zlatan because I feel he thinks or he knows that Zlatan probably is under an oath as those in the house, and he knows that Zlatan will not even talk. Okay, so he's pushing it to Zlatan knowing that there's no way Zlatan will even come and defend or say anything about it. So that matter is just gonna die. You understand? So he's indirectly pushing it to Zlatan because he knows Zlatan will not talk.
Chantal,
Yes.
I wanted to analyze this thing so that you can make it clear to me. You see, from the way Sam Larry and Naira Marley is reacting to Mohbad's death, do you think they are innocent of Mohbad's death? Like they're innocent of Mohbad's death?
From hearing from Sam Larry today, at first I would say 90% they might not be. But from hearing from Sam Larry today, and I keep asking myself, why does he keep narrating or quoting Zlatan? Zlatan was in the house when Mohbad died, right? When Baba went there.
No. Yeah. He came to visit.
Was there.
Not that he lives there, not that he stays there.
Yeah, but he was among the 100 people. It makes me feel that they might have a hand indirectly They might be involved
And
indirectly because
there may even be involvement of this guy in some cases. For him to even be close to Mohbad that much, going everywhere with him. What if he's
everywhere. He could be. We could even say that Zlatan is working for Sam Larry. One can even say that Zlatan is working for Sam Larry.
He was
And
at the
again,
show, the bully scene, and Baba saw him at the house.
yeah, he was there. He's everywhere where Mohbad is. This guy.
but Chantal, haven't heard all this. Okay. Now, let's say we want to assume. Well, no, yeah, with a science class, we do assumption. We see whether it makes sense. All right. If it makes sense, then we'll try to see whether we can follow it up. Now, if we are saying that Sam Larry Naramali could have orchestrated Mohbad's death, now we have a 3 seconds video with Yomi on the other hand, we have a 3-second video with Yomi that says how Wumi pushed my brother. Now, we're having two thoughts here. Did Wumi push Mohbad to his death? If Wumi did push Mohbad to his death, then it was a fight, an argument between Wumi and Mohbad that caused his death. Why bringing Naramali and Sam Larry? Why bringing the governor? Why bringing Oba? Why bringing these big people? So if we must bring these big people, then we must say that something else killed Mohbad, not an argument between Mohbad and Wumi. But if we must insist that is the argument of Mohbad and Wumi that happened, that Mohbad died accidentally, right? Then there is no big hand, like we are fantasizing that, oh, one big king, somebody, the police are not doing their job, this person is here. So it means that it's just Wumi who knows her way out. What do you say about that?
I don't agree with that because remember when they left the show on their way home, they said they met some people at home. Some people already at home. Okay, it could be that it was orchestrated.
No, please wait. Please wait. We have cleared that. The interview between Bukola Jesse and one of the guy made it clear. The guy said there was two Prado Jeep. Mohbad Prado Jeep was in front of their Prado Jeep. Mohbad left the show first, but their own Prado Jeep came home first. And Mohbad and Wumi, Darosha, all of them, they were the one holding key. So now the Prado Jeep has dropped them. So all of them, all those ADWs, all those guys, they were in the first Prado Jeep that arrived first. They were there. The gate was not open. The guy said they were waiting for Mohbad car, that they only enter after Mohbad car came. Spending was there. Mohbad was there. Darosha, Wumi. So sure, they are the one that hold the key. So now we now understand that people that were waiting are those that were in the first Prado Jeep who have arrived, but who doesn't have the key to go in. Sure, you get.
I get, but how do we know if people never came later on? It could be. Let me say something.
Spending is the only one who said so now that they met people.
Let me say something. It could be that Wumi had a fight with Mohbad, okay, resulting to her pushing Mohbad up the staircase. Mohbad felt that he wasn't dead yet. He fell the staircase, had an injury, neck fracture, but he's not dead. He's still breathing. Okay. And then now they were thinking, what do we do? Because they probably knew that he was not going to survive that. What do we do? And then they might have called in, I don't know, she might have called in her connection. And so people came into the house, okay, and did whatever they had to do. Because remember, on Monday, none of them were in the house on Monday.
Time back up, please. Adura is not stupid to tell Yomi that how Wumi pushed my brother to his death. Wumi must push Mohbad. I want to believe there was a plan to push Mohbad.
It's not just the push that killed Mohbad. That is where I'm coming from. It's not just the push that killed Mohbad. There are a lot of people involved in Mohbad's death. It's not just Mohbad falling the staircase and letting. Yes, that was a cause. Okay, it made him disabled. It made him helpless. Okay, in a way that he cannot do anything. That he was still breathing. That's what I feel. So there is another thing. There is another thing that finally happened to Mohbad, that he finally died. That is my own. That's what I believe.
Can I say something?
Papa, please.
Can I go ahead?
Please. We don't need to trust anybody's statement on this case. If you look at the continent of all the people involved in this case, there's this level of confidence as if there's a guarantee somewhere. Do you know that this guy confirmed today that he did not even pay? If you listen carefully, he did not pay into this guy account. He said he only the money this guy is owing him is the money he paid for the show, like booking hotel and the stuff. He said it. So they need to hold this Samilari. They need to hold his boss. They need to hold his boss. Let him bring out the video. At least thank God that he confirmed the video is not AI. He needs to bring it out. The police did a shabby job.
All right, next.
That the push that you were talking about now.
Yes.
And then I'll talk about the interview later. For that push, right? There's something that it doesn't add up. As a result of maybe an argument with his wife and she by him allegedly. In that kind of situation, you would think Mohbad's burial would involve his extended family. And because that was the case, his father would have gone to their hometown and home meeting for at least 1 week. So, if you bring the context, wife did it allegedly. Baba will rush to bury Mohbad like that. Don't let's forget about that police and mob crap. Guys, look at that burial. It has external influence written all over it. So there's a contradiction. Will Baba rush to bury Mohbad just because his wife by him? I don't think so.
Thank you very much. Let me just chip in something. You see, all those cases, all those narratives we've been listening to, we've been hearing, I will take you back to something now. Karimo, he said when Mohbad died, Wumi's brother called their mom and said, Mohbad ti kú o, nǹkan kan gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe Wunmi o. Put that one as well. Mohbad ti kú o, nǹkan kan gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe Wunmi. Karimo said that. Ó lè padà, ó lè sọ òun kò ń parọ́, máa sọ pé òun sọ. But ó lè wá nǹkan kan láti fi cover it up. But you say he said it because he said it. Ó wà recording. He said when Mohbad died, they called. Òun ṣàdé láti ibi iṣẹ́. Òun àti mọ́mí òun wà ní kitchen. Ẹ̀gbọ́n Wunmi ọkùnrin and he called. Àwọn pè pé Mohbad ti kú o, nǹkan kan gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe Wunmi o. It goes a long way. Tó bá pé kì í ṣe Wunmi ló pa Mohbad ni. That voice. That's the way she said.
So that when you follow up, go on.
The way she said it, he's not going to say it like that. No, the way he said it to their mom, he's not going to say it like that. Mohbad have died, but nothing should happen to Wunmi. What is that? Just hold that one as well. Put it in your narrative. Papa, no. Do not forget that when the incident happened, Iya Mohbad ran away for over 7 days or 8 days. When people now started saying that probably the woman is dead or something, she now came back. That was the first video she did. Mi ò tí kú. Did you remember? Èmi ni ìyá ẹ̀ o. Mi ò kú o. So there's a threat coming from somewhere.
And then on what Sam Larry said about all stations settled, okay. I'm kind of siding with what K Crown said. I'm getting some sense on what he was saying because how do we relate this to Mohbad's case? Like he's claiming that it's an old video with an old audio, whatever it is. Okay, the only way, because he can say anything, the only way that we can dispute him is if the video gets released, and if only he's gonna give it to VDM to post it, okay? Because I think he has his backing on that. So it's only evidence that we need. We cannot come and be saying that it's Mohbad, it's Mohbad, it's Mohbad. No. He said it's from many years ago, which means it only indicates that he's someone that does dirty job. He does dirty jobs for people, and he buries people, he kills people. Okay, so there's nothing else we can say on that. Let's see the proof.
What I want to
Okay, Keke,
one
when you
angle I want
finish,
people to
please, I want to talk.
okay. One angle that I want people to actually see, or understand is that I will reiterate it. I've said it before, but I will reiterate. Maybe I didn't put it very well. If you are a kind of person that is, you are a socialite, you say things on social media, people know you and all of those things. I don't think, or I don't want to believe that any sane person can come out to make such statements, when someone has died and is going viral. And the person will now come and say, all situations said to not to be see. If at all we are tilting it to the death of Mohbad. So I don't want to believe that any sane person can ever even do that in the first place. Because it is
Have you
so.
ever heard of excuse me, have you ever heard of trophy for serial killers? Come on, man.
That's why I said I'm not. See, I said I don't want to believe. I didn't say that he did not do it. He did not say it. I said I don't want to believe that, or the same person will not come and be doing that. So that is in my own opinion. And again, the news when the news is trending, especially if you are a popular person, there are agendas. There are people that push agendas. They can go and take some of your videos and cut it and try to link it. It's possible. These are possible things. That is where you have fake news. You have facts. Things that will just be flying around from clickbait and all of those things like that. Those are what we call the agents of in journalism.